Alright, so here we have a nice comfortable easy chair, and we have three tools. We're going to have a Swiss file. It's flat on, smooth on one side, and it's tapered in this direction. A diamond honed Swiss pocket knife, and a 6-inch piece of sound post stock, so that's spruce. Okay, we're going to be doing final tuning on Nathan's bridge. So this presupposes that everything's been tuned and the top is at 176 Hertz. The fingerboard is, the nut is, the string bar is, the saddle is, the end pen is, the neck is, and the scroll is. But let's listen to the sound of the strings. And this is a good acoustical room, so. So to me, the best sounding strings are E, and G is pretty good too. And these aren't quite right. So let's tap right in the middle of the sound holes. We use that as a reference at 176. So the G is slightly low. E sounds right on. Okay. So we'll go ahead and do G first since we're right here. Now when it's slightly low, that means we have to take a little material off the front face, and this should be an even acoustical sound all under the string, all top to bottom. Like this would be for the D, that'd be for the A, this would be for the E. So we know that E is our reference because it's good. See, it's so you hear it's consistently higher. So let's go and go find the highest part. And because it's the outer string, either E on this side or G on this side, the wing is also, has to be taken into consideration. Okay, so we hear that the wing in this area is a bit high, so you could use a file or sanding nail board if you wanted. And I'm just going to run this as a diamond hone, so it's good and sharp, and ready as a scraper. So right here in the wing, it's a little bit high. Relatively. Alright, see how even we are. Compared to the E. Okay, so it sounds like it's slightly low now, so I'm going to take my file, and the smooth side will go toward the string, so I don't sand off my string. Just trying to take equal amounts under the E string compared to the top. Yeah, let's hear it. These are spruce sound posts. Okay, so it's still good though. And the bridge is important because every note you play goes to the bridge, is modified by the tone of the bridge. So we want we're going to take a little material evenly off the face with a scraping motion. Just all over under the G string in this case. tap on both sides of the string and listen. Okay, the inner side's a little higher. We want them to be the same. So the flat side goes toward the string, the smooth side. I'm just going to take a little tiny bit off the front edge here. A little more color to it. Okay, so the inner side of the G string sounds about right, but the outside is low. So we're going to work on this area out here and find the high area. So right in here there's a bit of a high side. Now compare the inner and the outer. Okay, so scrape evenly on this outer part, top to bottom. And the outer part of the wing here. Maybe we'll use a file to get in here. Okay, now let's listen to it. The strings. Okay, let's work on the A string. Alright, sounds like the inner side of the A string is lower of the two. So we're going to work on that area first because we have to raise this up. Use that as a reference. And we're looking for high areas. So if it's high and we lower it, it's going to raise the top. So right at the top here and right at the bottom down there. So, okay. Now we need to be careful we don't scrape the varnish when we do this. So we're going directly under the string on towards the side a little bit here. And right at the top, start the string and go out. Start with the string and go out. Alright, let's try that. Okay. On the inner, to the right anyway, out to the left. It's a richer kind of a sound compared to the top. Right in this area, it's a little bit high. Now I'm going to bring my pocket knife and just scrape that area. Could have also used a file. Let's try those two. Center tap. So the inner part's on just the tiniest bit high, the smooth side toward the string. Just angle in the front, just a tiny little bit. the front, see if we find a high spot. Okay, right around this inside of that kidney shape. You have to kind of work with the grain if it's doesn't seem to be cutting smoothly one way, go the other way. That's very close. Now let's do the D string. Okay, center on the inside of the D. Center. So it sounds the outside, the left side of the D string's low, and the inner side is a little bit high. So the high we take care of, smooth side toward the string. I'm just taking this real light. That's it. Okay, so the inside though, however, is too low. So we need to find an area that's too high on the face. We'll use our E string. Now just above the inner kidney shape is a bit high, so, and I'm just going to go on just the outside part of it. And again, we could use a file to smooth side toward the string. It's getting closer. And let's find other areas compared to the E string face. So right here, so I can use a file this time. Smooth side toward the nearest string. Okay. Inner, outer. So now I've got, now the D is clearly inferior, so it's happening in the center of the top. Go on the inside, outside. Okay, the outside is still relatively low, and they're both too low, so it means there's some high areas here compared to E again. Okay, right at the top, I think I hear it a bit high. Starting with the string and working out. And let's find some high areas in the face. Alright, so I'll take some of this. And here we're kind of tapering this so smaller, it's not as thick as you go out, which is of course the classical shape bridge. And it's that shape because it's what it needs to be to get the performance needed. Getting better. We've still got 2 minutes left here, so. We're still low. Now use a little more file work in this area. And by having the smooth side here toward the string, if you slip and touch, it's not going to be filing away on your string. One swipe and your string's pretty much done. Okay, and I'm going to use my more aggressive here with the scraper. Right here, there's just a tiny bit of a high spot. Let's compare to the top. Okay, the inside is a tiny bit high now. Let's take just the lightest little swipe off the front, and the outside is still a bit low. Very even. So now we're only working on this outside part. Okay, this outside near the top is sounding just a little bit high, so I'm going to taper it in both directions. So hopefully that's getting real close.